microwave show every Tuesday night at 7:30.
He's feeling good.
That sounds great. No, that's good news.
Yeah, feeling good.
I was like hitting my microphone. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Says he's feeling good. How does good feel? Well,
what's that Beach Boys song? He's having good vibrations. I don't know.
We're less than 1 minute.
Less than 1 minute.
Less than 1 minute. It's getting
Actual.
close. And we'll actually be up. Now we're just.
Yeah, this is just.
Oh, you can't do it yet.
Well, this might.
Oh, well, yeah, you can because we're up.
We are up.
It's noontime.
How do you know?
It says right there we're noontime.
Oh, okay. You don't have to change your voice over it. I didn't check the wink machine.
I did sort of, didn't I?
Yeah, your voice is like,
wow.
You know, it's like that Brady song.
I guess I need a small ball.
Start swallowing some balls there.
Small
balls. We got these Chaz ball sack. Look, that one's glowing.
Yeah.
What did you say before this? I was going to say something about it.
Oh,
you remind me of that song of the Brady Bunch. When it's time to change, it's time to change. Maybe your voice is changing back to like your pre.
Maybe I'm going through puberty again.
Reverse puberty. What do you think? All right, guys. Shout out to everybody tuning in a little early there. Big Will. We got Bill Schaefer. Got the whole gang. Professor. Who else is on there? Anybody else? Anyways.
Well, we might have some that haven't.
Yeah. They'll get here.
Voiced yet.
We'll start off slow anyways. Hey, I always got to do my shout out to my buddy Raven's Rookery. All right. You got to check out Raven's show whenever he posts one up there on the Monster Channel or on YouTube. But shout out to Raven for every day. I don't know if you get on Facebook, but he's my Facebook friend page. And he starts the day off with, I don't want to say inspirational, but he starts the day off with some words of wisdom every day.
I'm suspecting.
At 4:54 in the a.m. That's really early.
Pinto is checking in.
Anyway,
Pinto.
Mark Pinto in the house.
Hey, Pinto. Oh, here we go. Here.
Mark's mad at
for
me.
you, sweetheart.
Who is it?
Kathy. Get the bat.
Kathy's got a bat right now. I think Mark's mad. He hasn't texted me in a while. Hope I didn't do nothing wrong. Here's for you, Mark.
He can't be mad at us.
I don't know. He hasn't.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one for Mark, but he hasn't texted me in a while, so I don't know. Of course, I haven't texted him in a while, so
yeah.
Whatever. But
it's just sort of a long communication a little bit.
The shout out to Ravens chasing the cheese. And speaking of Raven, hey, exciting stuff for all you Halloween fans, okay? The Foy Halloween Festival is Friday, October 11th through Sunday, October 3rd in Fairborn, Ohio. And I went there last year.
Wait, from when to when?
From Friday, October 11th to Sunday, October 13th in Fairborn, Ohio.
I thought you said from 11th to 3rd.
No, 13th.
13th. Okay,
the Fairborn Halloween Festival. It's a lot of fun. Hey, if you love Halloween, this whole town is decorated with Halloween. People go crazy there. Their yard displays are magnificent. The festival is it's a nice little town festival. The whole town is basically Foy's. Foy's, which has been in business this is like the 70th year of the Foy's Halloween. Well, I call it the Foy's Halloween Festival. It's really Fairborn Halloween Festival. But 70th year, Foy's has, listen to all the stores that Foy's has in this little town. Okay? They got the Foy's Halloween store, the Foy's Variety store, which remember those old-fashioned dime stores? Mm-hmm. That's just like that. It's all that cool stuff. It's got the adult costume store, Foy's Kids store, Foy's Haunted House, Foy's Special Effects store, the Foy's Rock and Roll Grill, and Foy's Haunted Museum. So, as you can see, Foy's has a pretty big presence in the town of Fairborn. But that's coming up this weekend. A lot of fun. Our next weekend. I want to try to get there again, but I don't know. It rained last year, but it's still a lot of fun. I hooked up with Raven.
Pinto's writing a damn book here.
What's he writing?
I don't know.
Oh,
man, but he's typing faster than I can read.
Yeah. Well,
it just...
Yeah. Is that going to be on our page so everybody can read? Because I think he's doing about the Foy's Halloween Festival.
Yeah, it's about Fairborn and that.
Yeah. Check it if you can see this. A lot of good information. It's a fun time. It's worth the drive. Okay. It's in Fairborn, which is
he's still going.
Which is near Dayton.
Holy crap,
You're gonna blow up his phone over there. Are we still moving?
No, go ahead. You just keep
moving.
typing, Mark.
So anyways, let's start off with a little bit of some sad tone today. I'm going to do it in memoriam at the beginning of the show today because not only we lost a lot of people this last week, okay, celebrities and friends. This past Sunday, the Bowman Body passed away. The famous Bowman Body, the horror host from Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, used to host Shock Theater. I think he was like 90 years old. The Bowman Body passed away Sunday. We also lost a lot of celebrities this past week. Pete Rose. Pete Rose. What a shock. Pete Rose. He was actually at a card signing show the day, like earlier in the day that he died. He was signing cards, trying to earn a living. Pete Rose, the legend. John Amos from Good Times. The dad from Good Times. Chris Christopherson.
And Roots.
And Roots, yeah.
Roots,
John Amos from Roots. And he had nothing to do with famous Amos cookies, but...
No. As far as we know. Allegedly, possibly.
But those are tasty.
No, for sure,
yeah,
but
we
could
don't
be
know.
true.
But he was a famous Amos himself, so, right?
Mm-hmm.
John Ashton from 48 Hours, no, from Beverly Hills Cops, John Ashton. Drake Hogestein from my wife's soap opera, Drake Hogestein from Days of Our Lives. I met him a few years back. Super nice guy. He used to be a professional baseball player, by the way. Super great guy. Super nice to the fans. I didn't know he was sick. He passed away of pancreatic cancer. Kathy Crosby, Bing Crosby's wife. She finally bit the big orange. And Maggie Smith from Harry Potter, right?
What Downtown Abbey or something? Was that it too?
I don't know. Don't ask me hard questions.
I
said Harry Potter. I hope that's right.
Doc Dredd has joined in.
Doc Dredd's in the house.
Hey, Doc.
Okay. And also a local legend, okay, and a friend of mine and a friend of our show, Ed Cashman from the Legion of Terror, passed away last week after a long battle.
Doc is listening while driving.
Well, that's excellent. That's safe. That's entirely safe. As long as you're not watching us. Don't look at us. Don't look at your phone, Doc. Doc, don't look over here. No, we don't want to get Doc in an accident. So a lot of sad news this week.
What's the big orange? Who's the big orange?
I said Catherine Crosby bit the big orange because remember they used to advertise the Minute Maid orange juice.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Bing with it. He always made me want to drink that stuff too. Minute Maid orange juice. It's like, wow, I can sound like that if I drink some Minute Maid orange juice. Oh, we gotta get rid of these, Denny. So here's for all that passed this week in memoriam. Fly good. Oh, I don't know about that one. Woo! Let's get the rest of these out there. Who else?
No, she hasn't joined us yet, but gotta always send one for Amanda.
Put one in flight for her.
No.
These things are duds today.
No.
How about this one for Pete Rose? He should be in the Hall of Fame.
There we go.
He should be in the Hall of Fame. That was a good one there for Pete Rose.
Yeah.
So
he may have bet on baseball, but that doesn't change what he did between the lines.
No. Because you know what I saw an interview with him yesterday, and he said the most important thing in playing the game is winning. That's what he said. He said losing is not fun. So he
always bet on his team to win.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm sure he's not going out there to throw a game for a few shekels because he was a winner. He had winning in his heart. Charlie Hustle, and that's when I was never a great sportsman like the Denster here, but when I did play sports, that's who I tried to emulate, Charlie Hustle, because sometimes you can make up for a lack of talent just with hustle.
That explains you.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I have no talent. I just hustle. That's why I got all the toys. It's all hustle. It's all hustle. Do the hustle. Do the hustle. Is that what you're trying to do?
That didn't sound like I do. And
didn't sound anything like it.
No.
Hey, but some good news.
What good news?
Some good news. Happy anniversary, 43 years to Grandpappy and Lady K.
Wow, 43 years.
43 years of wedded bliss.
Wow.
Their very own Grandpappy.
We'll assume it's been blissful.
Well, we hope so. He said he was lucky man. That's what he said. And so we're going to take him at his word. But happy anniversary, 43 years.
Yeah, he probably got the better of the deal, huh?
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know. But
he's not on here yet, so it's not
that's
fun.
pretty odd.
Not fun making of him when he's not on.
Yeah, maybe he'll be on later. Probably not allowed because he's probably Hinpeck now.
Hey, there's one other one.
What else?
Don't care what you thought of his politics, but
Who is
he's
it?
still hanging around. Jimmy Carter hit the 100-year mark.
Oh, you scared me. I thought you were going to say he passed away.
Yeah, he hit the
Jimmy
100-year
Carter,
mark.
really?
Well, I expect it's going to happen soon.
100 years?
They were pumping him with everything and anything so he could hit 100 years. I truly suspect, but hey, he got there. No matter what they were punching.
He wasn't the best president, but he was one heck of a person, And he did all right as president, I think.
Do a favor. Give a wink to Kathy.
There you go, Kathy. That wink is for you. Hey, I'm going to give one to President Carter, too. What?
It's not working.
What do you mean it's not working?
Oh, it's way down
Are
here.
you all right?
Look at it, way down here.
It's working like crazy.
There's usually having up there. It's way down there.
It's never been. Trust me, nothing's ever moved here.
It's way down there.
Anyway,
okay. Bill was saying he hadn't seen the wink machine yet.
Well,
so it's
I forgot. He had to remind me. I tested it earlier, so I made sure it works. But trust me, nothing ever moves here, hardly, because there's no way I can get that out of there. So that was the show today. I hope you like it. Without sticking on this too. We have a little bit more.
Pino says, nothing but love to both of us.
Oh, okay. That makes my heart feel better.
Yeah,
thank you. Oops. No, that makes me. Oh, what?
No,
everything's falling.
Everything's falling apart. Falling over.
Everything's falling apart around here. I had to laugh today. I never noticed this, but I told Denny when I happened to look up that I got so much stuff around here that actually obliterated my face out of the our logo back there, and he's got a flamingo in front of his. So last week we had Denny's giant face for his birthday on there with his big eyeballs. I should have put that one back up.
Disney look.
Disney look.
Actually, we've done. I mean, you're covered up there, and on our Saturday show, the TV with all our logo on it. There's so much crap in front of it, you almost can't see the logo anymore.
Yeah, but here we got so much crap you can barely see us.
Yeah,
that's the way I like it. I feel safe back here.
Yeah,
after buying all this. Yeah. Hey, if you don't want to feel safe, okay. Ralph Lambert, one of our fans, I don't know if he's not on here. He should be on here because we know he's at home. What'd Will say?
Will ain't said nothing.
Will he finally make the Hall of Fame? I hope he does. He should get in there. But now it's kind of like, you know what? Don't even bother now, because he wanted his grandkids to see him get in there. Don't even bother now, Hall of Fame. And guess what? I'm not going to bother with you now. How's that?
Yeah.
What was I ranting about? I was going to say something very important. Very important. I'm not moving until I think of it. Oh, if you want to see something really,
really exciting
from our one of our fans, okay, contact me, Ralph Lambert, today, and he's like, hey, check out my YouTube page, and you check out my.
I don't want to check out his tubes.
Yeah, well, check it out. So you want to check out his Halloween special they made a few years back. Okay, it's only like 4 or 5 minutes long. Tell YouTube at Ralph Lambert 7311 and check out the Halloween special.
Don't do it now.
Not now, later. I'm trying to give you something
later.
Do it later. You're like on break or something. But Ralph Lambert at Ralph Lambert 7311 on YouTube, and he's got a few cool things on there. But this is what some of our fans are up to. So they're getting in the Halloween spirit. That's why they're all going to be heading to Foy's. One year we should all get together and go to Foy's.
I was thinking.
Denny's thinking.
That, wow, what would Dr. Midnight do down there?
He would walk around and...
Think he'd be well received?
Yeah, I do. You should tell him, but if he goes down there, he may not want to move back up here, because that would be his total environment down there.
Oh.
He would have a lot of fun walking around down there, trust me. Of course, you may not there's so many costumed people down there, he just might
not even get noticed.
Yeah, I doubt that, though. The doc kind of gets noticed. Yeah. He's hard to miss. Let's kick into the show a little bit, Denny, today.
Okay, you dig into it there.
Today...
I'll wait for people to talk, because Kathy said thanks at one point, and that's been the last
That was it?
comment, yeah.
You guys want to comment today? Then I'm not talking either.
They're eating lunch. Go ahead, keep
That's
talking.
true. Okay.
Yeah,
That's what they're supposed to be doing.
They're eating lunch.
So today, I noticed a few days ago that it's actually this year is the 50th anniversary of one of the most iconic horror films of all time. Do you know which one?
No.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Wow, 50 years?
50 years. It's filmed in 1974. Wow. 50 years. So there's so many horror movies over the years, but this one is very well documented. And so I got some interesting trivia.
Schaefer's eating breakfast.
Well, that makes
That's
sense.
because he's out in California.
He's having his breakfast early. Okay. I had breakfast today too, but I had to have a Whopper because I just missed breakfast. So I had to have a Burger King Whopper. Because, I actually rode a bike today. I told Denny I rode a bike. I had to take my
An electric bike.
Come on. I rode my electric bike today. I haven't rode a bike in years, so I took my car to the garage.
Without a helmet, without pads?
I didn't have a helmet. The helmet I bought at the bin store, it was a little tiny for my cranium. So I'm like, I'm not wearing it.
Oh, you should have worn it anyway.
I was rode in the street.
Oh, and got your thing and took a selfie, had your...
that'd been lucky to get
that'd been good.
I'm going to put my, GoPro on it when you guys take it. I like riding that, though. It was fun. That thing's fast. I may just give up cars and just ride bikes.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get into this stupid...
Okay. You dig into it there, buddy.
There's some interesting facts about the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, not those crappy ones. The original written script for Chainsaw Massacre had lines of gibberish written whenever Leatherface had dialogue. They just wrote gibberish. And so Toby Hooper would sit with Connor.
Gibberish?
Gibberish.
Gibberish or gibberish?
I say gibberish. Is it gibberish or gibberish?
Jib.
It is jib.
Yeah.
With a J or a G?
J.
A J? What's gibberish?
I don't know.
Hey, because I'll tell you what, gibberish was taken right from the source.
Oh, okay.
So I think maybe you're right. Silent.
I might be wrong. It don't matter.
Maybe
Go ahead.
the G is sound like a J.
They just had a bunch of
nonsense.
dollar signs and exclamation points and all that crap.
Whenever you had dialogue. So Toby Hooper, the director, sat down with Gunnar Hansen, that played Leatherface, and he discussed what the lines meant and said that Hansen had to figure out how to convey what the lines meant without actually saying anything. So he had to translate what the thing was saying and then figure out a way to act it out without saying anything.
Ghoul says Night of the Living Dead came out October 1st, 1968. Happy anniversary. Not October 1st.
What are you talking about, Will? It's not 1968.
Not October 1st.
Give us 4 more years.
It's like, come out regular, it's not 35 years, 45 years. It's like
Harris says.
Get off Google and listen to us.
It's like Harris says, give me 4 more years and then come back with me. Yeah. I was actually going to mention Night of the Living Dead
Don't
today.
cry, Will. Don't cry. We're just messing with you.
Why did you come up with that? I don't understand.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, though, for, Will's of the younger generation.
Yeah. Anyways, what else about
I'm trying to finish this first one. It's hard. One scene, Gunnar Hansen communicated a little too verbally, and he was yelled at. The scene had to be redone. Hooper yelled at him, saying, there was too much intelligence in the character in that scene. So he didn't want intelligence. That's why he said, there's too much intelligence in the character in that scene. Got to do it again. Okay. The famous narrator of the thing, the famous voice at the beginning, this story took place, whatever. We all know that was John Larroquette. With a night court.
I didn't know that.
No, he did the narration for the original Texas Chainsaw.
Yes, I know October 1st was 2 days ago. So it's past their anniversary.
What's he doing?
I don't know. It's October 3rd.
October 1st was 2 days ago.
Yeah. Do it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right, Will. You're smart.
Well, man, he is a master of the obvious.
How many?
I know it's 56 years.
56 years. Okay. Happy 56th year anniversary to Night of the Living Dead.
Hey, he can do math.
Well, thanks for bringing it up, Will. I mean, I was thinking about them, so. Anyways, John Larroquette, he claims that his only payment for doing the famous lines was a marijuana joint. That's what they paid him.
Hey, brother Triv, how you doing, bud?
Triv's in the house?
Yep.
All right, Triv, take over the show, Triv.
It's a shame you missed my anniversary, buddy. Yeah. I don't get... Things don't pop up for me on the notices anymore. I don't know what the hell goes on.
Well, me and Big Will are going to celebrate at a murder mystery, right, Big Will? Is that still on? Is that still a thing? We're going to a murder mystery dinner party, and we're going to, like, rock that place. It's going to be a lot of fun. Despite Texas Chainsaw, actually being one of the least bloody horror films of all time, it really doesn't have much blood.
Yeah,
in it.
really.
I think that's why I was going to mention Night of the Living Dead. I think Night of the Living Dead is actually bloodier than Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But it initially received an X rating because the atmosphere of the film made the film board actually feel as if they had seen much more. They later received an R rating.
Sucking on a finger, that'll do it for you.
Sucking on
Will's
a finger.
been married 24 years. So next year's the big one, Will.
24 years married. I did miss that. Sorry, buddy. A lot going on around here, as always. And I guess today's Kelly's birthday. My daughter Kelly, she possibly, maybe, we don't know for sure, might get power sometime later this week.
Yeah.
Still no power down there.
God bless all those down in the Carolinas and
no power down
Hurricane's
South
way.
Carolina.
Hurricane Helene
Yeah.
brought hell.
Trees down everywhere down there, and that was wow. It's terrible. So, but she's still doing okay. But that's been that's well over a week. No power down there. The hospital got power back up though, so they are able to care a little bit better for their patients. But Gunnar Hansen originally turned down the role of Leatherface because he's actually a kind, gentle soul. He turned it down as being too brutal, but co-star Marilyn Burns convinced him to do it.
Once he saw her boobs, he said, "Oh yeah, buddy, I'll go ahead and do it."
I don't know about that, but
no,
we'll
allegedly, possibly,
could be,
we don't know for sure, but could be true.
If Leatherface saw Marilyn's boobs, but whatever. In the film, Leatherface wears 3 different masks. I didn't realize this for a long time. I guess I didn't pay close attention. He wears 3 films: the Killing Mask, which we all know, the Old Lady Mask, and the Pretty Woman Mask. Okay, I didn't know that. He wears 3 different masks.
Didn't know that.
These masks are worn to match how Leatherface is feeling in that moment or in that scene. Because without a mask, he cannot express emotions or feelings. Because as a being, he is nothing. So he has no way to convey his feelings.
Well,
so that's
so we were lucky to meet Mrs. Leatherface. That was a treat. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Good memory there, buddy. That's a good one.
We did meet a Leatherface, and that interview should be coming up on a show pretty soon. That was good. And Big Will filmed it for us. Thank you, Big Will. He jumped in there and filmed it for us. So
very good, Will.
He did
That's a good one.
He did good. Yeah,
that was produced, buddy. Congratulations.
That was the Leatherface from part 2. So that was an important Leatherface. The Leatherface from part 2. So look for that only on the Midnight Movie. Mrs. Leatherface. His wife did introduce herself as Miss Leatherface.
Yeah, she did.
So good memory.
Which is sort of funny in a way.
Yeah, because her face was not.
Hi, my name. I'm Mrs. Leatherface. Well, yeah, you are old.
That sure does grab your attention, though, when I said that. Because you start looking right way. How old is she? But don't tell her husband that. He was a big dude.
Yeah, he was.
He was a big dude.
Yeah, he was.
The budget in this film was so low, only one shirt was provided for Leatherface. It couldn't be laundered since it was custom dyed. So he had to wear this thing for 4 straight weeks of filming in the hot, humid Texas heat.
Whoa!
Which, of course, rendered it very
They knew
smelly.
when he was on set.
Exactly. It says no one would sit next to him at lunch or breaks. They want nothing to do with them. And actually, he stayed away from the other actors. The only time they would actually see Gunnar in costume and was when their time came to be killed in the movie. That way, kind of the character was more real to him in the film. So he kind of stayed to himself. But it's probably because he stunk.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've ever been in Texas,
stank,
down there. It is hot. Gunnar Hansen wore 3-inch lifts on his shoes, boosting his already 6'4" frame. But it made him so tall he wasn't used to it that he would always mash his head on the door frames whenever he would run in. And they'd have to reshoot. That was 6'4" and 3 inches, so that's what is that? That's 6'7" inches?
Yeah. Hey, very good. You got math too. Wow.
I went to Cleveland Public Schools, buddy.
Yeah.
Not those fancy suburban schools out in Southfield. Right?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. The film, here's one, Denny. This one's interesting. This is right up your alley. Okay?
Yeah.
Believe me. The film's original distributor distribution company, was a front for a mafia operation. Texas Chainsaw Massacre film was a vehicle to launder money from the pornographic hit Deep Throat.
Oh!
The actual production barely received enough funds to continue filming. Later, the cat got out of the bag when the producer was brought up on obscenity charges, and eventually each person on the cast and crew did receive $25,000 in payment, but from Deep Throat. So back then you had to launder money. Now I guess you can just do it, right? Because I guess you can make pornography now, right?
Yeah.
As far as I know, it's all like federally.
Good back then, but I think wasn't there was a lot of things about the movie itself, Texas Chainsaw, that was like, oh my God.
I thought you saw my Deep Throat.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
No, but there a bunch of stuff that they were, because of things they were showing and the horror of it all, that it's like drew a bad.
Well, it did get banned. It got banned in the United Kingdom and a couple other European countries. It got banned, like in Denmark. Okay, it got banned. Even though they did like several different edits, it got banned in Denmark for over 25 years. And then eventually it got put through with a PG rating with no changes. Yeah. So it's like, fickle, right? The famous dinner scene, okay? The dinner scene where they're all sitting there and the hammer and all that stuff like that, the big scene with the scream. I told you guys once before about me buying the 2 different versions of the film. The uncut version and the regular version, and the only difference was about 10 seconds more of screaming. I got ripped off. But the dinner scene, it was filmed inside the house with no air conditioning in the hot Texas heat with blackout curtains, because it was shot during the day, but it's supposed to take place at night. So heavy blackout curtains were on there. The temperature in the house went to over 120 degrees. And since all the animal bones and carcasses that were laying around and being used were real and had been sitting in the house for several days, the stench was outrageous. And the
then you add along the same shirt for
put him in there with the same shirt. 120 degrees and the stench of these rotten carcasses, and then the stench of Gunnar Hansen's shirt. The cast and crew would often have to run outside and puke and then come back and record their scenes.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, what's his name? Edwin Neal, had served in Vietnam. He said the filming on this movie was worse than the time he spent in Vietnam. And he said if he ever ran across Toby Hooper again, he might kill him for putting him through all that. So that's a true story.
You read the script.
Yeah, I know, but he didn't expect, probably be locked up in his house or whatever. Gunnar Hansen did not care for Paul Partain, who played Franklin, the wheelchair-bound character. And if you remember him, he's always complaining. I don't go here. He's always bitching and complaining. And it turns out that this guy constantly complained on and off set. Later, Gunnar Hansen found out that Paul Partain was just staying in character as part of his acting method. And then they became good friends, and they were good friends up until he died.
Tripp says he's a big fan of the remake with Jessica Biel.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. It's got the guy from Full Metal Jacket in it, right? As the sheriff. Emery. What's that guy's name? Jay Emery?
Oh, yeah. Harley.
Army? Emery Army?
Harley Ermy.
Whatever he is. He's in that. And actually in the film, despite it being called the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, only one person is actually killed by a chainsaw in the film. What do you think about that? Some of the early names are these, and thank God I didn't go with these names, was Saturn and Retrograde. That's definitely a movie I would not go see. Head Cheese. Head Cheese. Stalking Leatherface. But eventually they just went with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Head Cheese.
Head Cheese.
Head Cheese.
Because that's what they made inside that slaughterhouse. So it was right down the road. And did you know in the film they don't actually use music besides, well, they didn't use music besides like some
from Midnight Syndicate?
No, they weren't around yet. They were just babies. They weren't even born yet, probably. They didn't use like music except for a few copywritten musical things they had. They used animal sounds that you would hear in a slaughterhouse scattered throughout the film. Exactly. So that's why I gave it that extra creepy atmosphere. If you listen to the movie, it's got a lot of these animal sounds.
Hey, you say.
Yes, no, I say, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
Sometimes words are hard to read. Okay.
Just because you write them.
I know. I did not feel like writing, so I did my extra slurry writing. Grandpa's makeup. With John Dugan had to wear the grandpa makeup. And it was so hard to put on. It took hours and hours and hours. And it was really hot and heavy. Then once he got it on, John Dugan said, you know what? I'm not putting this on again. You're going to film all my scenes as this character, and I'm not doing this again. So they had to film all his scenes after he got into the putting on the makeup, okay? This heavy prosthetic makeup in this 100 and whatever, God knows what temperature, right? He wore that makeup for 36 straight hours and got all his scenes filmed before they finally
I wonder if the other actors like totally got pissed at him, because it's like, you mean I got to be here for all frickin' day shooting?
Yeah, and you got to get...
because you won't go back in and
but to be
sit
fair,
and make up for a little bit?
It was a long time putting the makeup on. If you ever saw it, was like prosthetic. It was hot. It was heavy.
But still...
John Dugan was the youngest member of the cast. He was only like a teenager when he played this. So really, you're going to let a teenage go, don't do it, kid.
I wonder he had to...
Beat it, you know?
I wonder if,
just beat it. I'll do it. Call Rich.
Yeah, we got other people, you know. Hey.
Yeah, call the rich guy. What the hell is this?
He was wearing a mask, and almost anybody could have played.
Well, I mean, it was a prosthetic. It wasn't just a mask. Well, you know how hot wearing a mask can be. Imagine 100. You go out in Texas heat and try to wear it and keep it on for 36 hours.
Yeah.
Which, I'm kind of doubt. 36 hours. Because everything starts to melt. So I'll see how he kept it on unless they put them on ice. Today, okay, being 50th anniversary, okay, there's only a few, there's quite a few of the people still alive if you ever want to go see them at a convention or something. So we have Alan Danziger that played Jerry, still alive. Edwin Neal that played Hitchhiker. In my mind, a better character than Leatherface, because he really creeped you out at the beginning when he pulls out that Polaroid and he's cutting his hand. And excellent. I don't know why they didn't bring him back for the sequel, but they ended up using what's his face from House of a Thousand Corpses. What's that?
Money.
Show me the money.
That's probably why they didn't bring him back. He wanted too much money.
I doubt it, because I don't think he was that in demand. But anyways, we got William
He
Vale.
thought he was.
Oh, whatever. Now he makes the money doing autographs, I guess. William Vale, Kirk is still alive. Terry McMinn, that played Pam, is still alive. John Dugan, that played Grandpa, and John Larroquette. So those are the ones that are still alive. Toby Hooper, gone. Gunner, Marilyn Burns, gone. The creepy guy that ran the gas station, gone. But you can go to the gas station. The actual gas station where they filmed that is open in Ballstrop, Texas. Ballstrop, not Ballsdrop, but Ballstrop, Texas. You can go there and they serve barbecue dinners. They have camping that you can camp in the back on the grounds. And a lot of times they'll have celebrities come down and sign autographs there. So it's called the gas station. It's in Ballstrop, Texas. You can still go there. And the actual house has been moved, but it still exists. The actual house has been moved from the location, which was right down the road in Ballstrop, Texas, right? It's been moved to a new location somewhere in Texas, and is now a fancy restaurant called Hooper's, named after Toby Hooper. It's a fancy restaurant. How do you like that?
Serving head cheese.
They probably do have head cheese on there. I wouldn't doubt it. Have you ever had head cheese?
My dad used to eat it a lot.
Are you serious?
I just couldn't do it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, my dad used to eat it all the time. I couldn't do it.
Why would he eat it?
Did
he ever say what started him eating it? Do you know?
Old school.
Old school. That's what they had, because they had some weird stuff back when we were kids.
Yeah, the pig's feet and head cheese.
Oh my God! Was your dad Leatherface?
No.
Holy cow! I can't imagine eating that. Hey, you're gonna have to get some of that.
They say it's good.
They.
Oh.
Yeah, they.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Taste
test.
Midnight movie taste.
Don't even think about bringing a pig's feet down there. Just to look at those things.
Put some head cheese.
I'll eat the head cheese for you, the pig's foot. Okay, so that was the 50th anniversary information, and there was a lot more facts, but I didn't. I just dug out a few because it's very well. It's one of the most documented shows. There's even videos of back when they're filming.
One of those ones that was it came out and
for a low budget. For low budget, 1974. There's a lot of stuff still available about that film, so it's pretty awesome. And of course, now they're making sequels every year on it, but none of them are quite as good.
I'm trying to recall some of the things I might have heard back then about it, but I don't know something. Was there stuff about cannibalism or something?
Yeah.
And that's
what they were doing.
There's a lot of bad publicity for
they were making the original.
When they were making the original,
but, actually,
which made you all want to go see it,
Well, I was so scared to see it when I was a kid because it was banned and all that. And when I finally got to see it, I thought, oh my God, am I going to be able to take it? And it was like a snooze fest, really. It's all a bunch of screaming and nothing really going on. I don't know which is more of a snooze fest now. It's iconic. Is Night of the Living Dead or Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Which one will put me to sleep faster? But it is iconic because of the images it actually put in your head if you allow it. Actually, and here's a fact that's off the sheet fact. Texas Chainsaw Massacre actually, influenced Ridley Scott into doing Alien. They call Alien a lot of time Texas Chainsaw Massacre in space. Why? I don't know. Why? I don't know. But that's what I read. Who's the chainsaw? Is that the alien? Is Leatherface? I guess.
What's the chainsaw?
Yeah, what's the chainsaw? Their teeth. His teeth come out. Those things are creepy though. You got teeth, and then teeth come out of the teeth. Whoever thought of that? It's like the thing's got teeth that come out, and then teeth come out of the teeth. I don't like stuff coming out of stuff. You may like it, Danny.
No,
what?
No.
What are they saying?
No, a lot of things went through my mind real quick. It don't need to be said. People know me. They know that, Yeah. Good thing you didn't say it. There's nothing going on.
There's stuff there.
There's nothing going on.
People get lazy.
They're very quiet, yeah.
Bill understands why Gunner didn't like him. Here he goes.
If the Terror from Beyond Space was the movie that inspired... If the Terror from Beyond Space was actually the movie that inspired Alien, so says Mr. Schaefer.
Well, that's true. I think it was inspired by a couple of things. The science fiction angle and then the chainsaw.
And it was inspired by money.
It was inspired by the will to make money.
Yeah, right. The will to make money.
Now, really, Scott did his last film was Eyes Wide Shut, and he actually finished the film, edited it, and turned it in only a couple days before he passed away. So I wonder if he was feeling bad when he was shooting it. It's like, I gotta finish this thing. But anyways, now for some fun stuff, Denny.
Okay.
Well, that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, it's been fun.
I like to hear about behind the scenes stuff like that.
Yeah.
Today, here's the list of stuff that you can start looking forward to doing. Today on Cinemax or on the Max channel streaming, you can watch Salem's Lot today. Started today. Salem's Lot, the new Salem Lot. Starts today on Max.
Will says they do say where there's a will, there's a way.
They do say that. They also say willy-nilly, and they don't say these things willy-nilly. Okay. So Salem's Lot. Is this like the second or third version of this? I think it's like the third, isn't it? Didn't they do a remake of this?
It's one of the remakes or something, not like the original?
No, it's not the original. It's the remake.
Oh.
It's a new remake. Started today on Cinemax, or Max, I guess it's called, on streaming. Cinemax. Do they still have, Cinemax still have a cable channel?
Yeah, I don't know.
HBO? Do you pay for it? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know. So many streaming channels anymore, and they're that, and the other thing. I don't know.
And then you get, you can't even watch stuff on regular TV, like our show, okay? you get a Roku channel. You get a Roku, and then you can watch stuff like Tulsa King. Been watching Tulsa King. I've been watching a new Penguin. New Penguin's good. Tulsa King. Oh, Tulsa King. I love Tulsa King.
Yeah, I got to start watching that again.
Yeah.
Watched first season, but haven't started back up.
It's only got one episode so far. On Sundays they post a new episode, or Monday. So it might be a new episode up now. So it might be 2 episodes up now, Denny.
Yeah.
I watched the first new episode. I watched the Penguin. The Penguin's good. You know, it's like totally unlike any Penguin you've seen before with Colin Farrell underneath all this makeup, but it's pretty good so far.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, he did even a nude scene, and he's all made up. That's
Brother Vern is out there. The missing link is here.
The missing link's floating around
He
out
says
there.
the new Matlock was really good.
I watched that. Don't give away the twist. Don't give away the twist. It had a twist to it. Yeah.
Come on, baby. Don't give away the twist.
Don't give away the twist. Even though by saying that makes you want to give it away. You know what I'm saying? But it did have a twist at the end. So I'll give it a chance. It's better than Elsbeth. Now, I wanted to like Elsbeth, but Elsbeth is irritating. And there's a new show called High Potential about a cleaning lady who has a super high IQ, and she helps the police. It is also better than Elsbeth. So that's my opinion. Take it where you will. Okay. Hey, tonight, all right?
Yeah.
No, not tonight. Yeah, tonight, if you're in Boyerstown, Pennsylvania, all right? Tonight's the night that you can go and you can actually meet Doc Dredd and Bucky.
Really?
So all you fans out there that are living near Boyerstown, PA, they could go meet Doc Dredd and Bucky at the Peppermint Stick Candy Shop at 26 East Philadelphia Street, okay?
Oh,
between the hours of 6 and 8.
He's going to be laying the licks down.
He's going to be licking it. He's
going to be licking it. He's going to be licking the stick.
I don't know. But hey.
Sorry, Doc.
Stop and see Doc if you're anywhere near the area. It's going to be worth it.
Heard it from the Midnight Movie guy.
Yeah, say, hey, Midnight, he knows because he's driving and listening to us.
Yeah.
But that's probably where he's driving.
Turned off the road.
Yeah, he's probably heading there now to get himself
Damn them guys.
Also, this is going to be a banner weekend for the Doc, all right? Also, Doc's presenting a new episode of Swamp Theater Friday on the Monster Channel, okay? At 8:10, a brand new episode of Doc Dredd's Swamp Theater, The Creeping Terror. Ooh, The Creeping Terror. He's been working on this for a long time, so I'm sure he put a lot of fun stuff into it. And then, to close it out, okay, at 11:40 on the same channel, tomorrow night, probably right after his own show, Doc Dredd's Reviews presents a review of the Jack in the Box. The Jack in the Box scary movie.
Okay.
The Jack in the Box.
Schaefer.
What?
Bill Schaefer sort of admonished me and said, hey, watch it there, Denny. That joke was a little...
What'd you say?
About this licking the...
Oh. Yeah, watch it, Denny.
Yeah.
What kind of emoji did he give you? Here.
No.
Eat a smog ball.
Smiley face. He gave me a mean smiley face.
Hey, if I have to, I will take him out behind the woodshed. No, I won't.
I ain't even going to start talking.
I can take you out behind the woodshed. I didn't say I'd do it in. Take you out there and show you how nice the grass looks behind there.
Hey,
what?
Doc is cool. He's laughing and say, just park, Denny. You funny.
Don't get him started.
Doc.
Don't get him started.
Smog balls.
Yeah, stuff your mouth with smog balls. Don't get him started, Doc. Next, he'll be wanting to write his own material.
No.
No. What else can we do? Well, Denny, if we live around the Cleveland area, you know what's going to be fun? You might want to take Lady Kathy there. Punk Rock Flea Market, okay? At the Lorain County Community College Fieldhouse, Saturday from noon to 5. It's at, where it is, 1005 Abbey Road in Elyria. You're going to have over 100 plus vendors, food trucks, all kinds of Halloween fun, crafts. It's going to be a lot of fun. The Punk Rock Flea Market, Saturday.
Wow.
Isn't our friend Frank, doesn't he do his radio out there? So Frank probably knows all about it. Shout out to Frank, the Godfather. Huh?
Yeah.
Godfather on Lorain Community College.
LCC.
Yeah,
Boom Radio. Doc says, thanks for the shout out, Richie. Love you guys.
No, we love you too, Doc. That's why we keep harping on.
He parked, so I assume since he parked, he's getting out of the car.
no, yeah, now he parks after we gave him his plugs. Grab me a couple.
I wonder if his wife is with him.
She has to work during the day.
Oh,
that's why he's out having a good time. Later, it all ends about 4:30.
He said it.
Happily married to Grandpappy out there. Hey, this is coming back. The IX Center, October 19th through 20th and 26th through 27th. The IX Center Trick or Treat Street. Was that went away for a long time, didn't it? Or was that the carnival that went away?
I think when the IX Center sort of shut down there for a minute, I think things disappeared for a while. They're coming back now.
IX Center Trick or Treat Street. That's coming. Hey!
I wonder if Dr. Midnight could creep into there.
No.
If they'd let... No.
Because they banned masks and stuff from there because there was some issues a few years back. Issues of, ne'er-do-wells, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Got a lot of stuff in here. I have to skip to here. November 3rd, of course. You saw it was a live vote. We had to tie. We had to do a tiebreaker. But our live... the Spinorama, I wanted to pick it out of a hat like this. But no, we did the spin. But... the November 3rd free Atlas Cinema event is the film's going to be Trick or Treat with, who's in this thing? Trick or Treat with Mark Price, Gene Simmons, Ozzy Osbourne. It's supposed to be loaded with very cool music. It's about an outcast metalhead teenager is haunted by Skippy, that's him?
Yeah.
He was a teenager?
Was it Mark
Price? Mark Price, yeah. Skippy, our friend Skippy. He's in an electric chair. We fried him.
Yeah.
The chair's right there. Still smell it on him over there. Anyways, he is haunted by the ghost of his rock hero. Okay. Of course, we're going to have prizes if you buy concessions. More fun than you can shake a stick at. That's November 3rd at the Atlas, Great Lakes Cinemas in Mentor. You know where it's at. You've been there before. Starting at 6 o'clock, something like that, 6:30, 6 o'clock. So come out and see us. And then... it's been verified. November 9th and 10th. Your boys are at the Akron Comic Con, okay?
Yeah.
It's been verified. We are there. We are in the house. So come see us. We're going to have our merchandise out there. Try to make a few bucks. Try to make a few shekels to pay for all our luxury items that we need so much.
Dr. Midnight will be there.
Dr. Midnight's going to be there.
Yeah, he'll be there a little bit each day.
Now, let me ask you this, Denny. You're his manager, okay? You're the one that he communicates with, basically. Will he do cameo greetings for a fee? So he'll record a special cameo greeting?
Sure. Yeah, he's open to stuff like that.
All right. So, but you have to talk to somebody at the
reach
table.
Out to me.
And
Alice starts at 6:30.
6:30 says Sir Triv. Triv's in charge of that kind of stuff. So, so hey, if you want a special cameo message made for somebody that you love or hate or whatever, hit the doc up. See if he'll do it for you for a fee. What else we got here? Oh, the makeup in this film, okay? Not some schmuck here. The makeup in Trick or Treat was by Kevin Yeager. He did Freddy Krueger makeup, Tales from the Crypt. So not a schmuck. Not a schmuck.
Related to Charles Yeager? Chuck Yeager?
I don't know. Chuck Yeager, the fastest man on Earth. Is that what you're... Broke the speed of sound or whatever it was? Yeah. But they do that regularly now, don't they, or no?
Yeah, probably not.
But not... He has an old plane or something, right? Whatever. That was back in, the 60s?
Tripp says, I'm not that in charge. I wanted Cat's Eye to win.
Well, I wanted Maximum Overdrive. So obviously you can see that the votes are not... cheated on because we didn't get what we wanted.
Schaefer wants to know when Dr. Midnight's going to make an appearance on the Midnight Movie Show. That's coming up. It's been filmed already. He did come
out. It's hard to get him out. I mean, that guy, I don't know where he goes. You're the one that communicates with him. I don't know where he goes. He's hard to get out.
Busy guy.
Something. I mean, he does do surgeries. Only 2 types, though.
Only 2 types.
Dynamite!
What types?
Amputations and circumcision.
Oh, man. Is there a big
Well, it depends.
It depends. You'll be wearing it depends after one of those.
But either way, something's coming off.
Yeah. But, so that's the old... So anyways, yeah. Hey, more Doc. I'm with you. More Dr. Midnight. I'm with you. I am with you. I am with you. Always. Okay. And there was some talk. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. There was some talk about possible appearance during Halloween season at our good friends Bloodview Heights Haunted House. So we'll see if that works out. I will let you know when I find out. So there was some talk about it, right? We were talking about it. It was kind of like, hey, that's called talk. So that was all the cool stuff. Okay. Now, I want to draw something from the Bowl of Mystery. Okay. From last week, our brand new thing where there's a bunch of mysteries. And mysteries, I forget what they said. They were different things. Unexplained phenomena. And we're going to learn. We're going to learn them. What did I say?
Phenomena.
No. Let's see what we're going to learn about this week, Denny.
What is it?
Oh my God! I got to put on my
it's a long one.
Old glasses. Whoa! Today we're going to find out about the impossible planet.
Really?
Yes, the impossible planet. I never heard of this. Discovered in 2013, the exoplanet
Exo,
known as Kepler 78b, of course.
Oh, of course.
Flows off the moon.
Yeah, just right
Kepler.
up there.
Kepler. Hey, honey, I'd like to take you out into the Kepler 78b atmosphere.
Let's go into the field and lay down and look for it.
Let's look for the Kepler 78b. Anyway, it orbits around the star Kepler 78.
Oh my gosh!
Isn't that crazy?
Wow, who would have guessed that?
There's no way that
it's right up there.
Yeah, so the planet known as Kepler 78b goes around the star Kepler 78, closely resembling Earth in terms of mass and radius. Its surface reaches up to 2,000 degrees hotter than Earth. So that's not like Earth.
That's not like Earth.
That's like the frickin' sun. But because it orbits Kepler 78 at an incredibly close range and completes an entire orbit in less than 9 hours.
Wow. Boy, the days go fast there, buddy.
That don't make no sense. It says because. It says because, but it doesn't.
They ought to call it NASCAR.
NASCAR, what's 77? Scientists report that Kepler 78b should not exist. And how the planet formed and ended up so close to its star remains a mystery. They claim there's no physical way the planet could have formed in that location. Stated that when the planet was forming, it would have been larger than it is currently. Mathematically speaking, it would have had to have been orbiting from inside the star, which is impossible. Scientists are well, that's what they say. Oh. Scientists are still collecting more data on the planet to hopefully learn how it was formed under such impossible circumstances. So
well, there you go.
Oh, maybe we don't know everything, right?
No,
maybe our scientists don't know every little thing. You know, maybe the impossible is possible.
Hey, you know, the ocean hasn't been. You know, the bottom of the ocean is pretty uncharted.
That's right. We can't even get down in there.
Yeah, we can't even do our own planet. They're out there.
Yeah, we can't even get down to the Titanic without imploding.
Yeah,
you know, for like a joyride. So now
we do have a page already. Will jumped right in there without even asking.
Big Will's the man.
Big Will's asked. So he was page 78.
That sounds so familiar. So familiar. That page
Tom Kepler.
Kepler.
Scientists, yeah, it's right there.
Tom Kepler? Is that planet named after you,
Those
Tom?
scientists can't even spell Kepler right.
That's right. Kepler 78. Is that the year you graduated, Tom? I don't think so. I think they're younger than that. Shout out to Tom Kepler from our friends from the Brunswick area television. Our buddies over there keeping everything moving so you can have entertainment around the clock. That is weird, Kepler. You're right.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear that before, Tom? Have you heard about that, Kepler? Did they ask you? No, I'm not doing these. All right, I will. No, I'm not doing. We did these. Will, come on. Give me a
number.
Tom, give me a page number. What one time?
Somebody give us the number.
Man, I'm not doing a page that we already did. I refuse.
You haven't got around to marking them yet either. Have you?
No. This is from the complete directory to Primetime Network TV shows, 1946 to present, by Tim Brooks and Earl Marsh.
Kepler comes in with page 45. You could go up to like 890.
Yeah, but hey, Tom's the boss.
45 you want, 45 you get.
Tom gets what Tom wants because he's my man. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Which one I want to do? How about the Art Baker Show?
The Art Baker Show.
The Art Baker Show.
Oh, so it's like Bob Ross and, Julia Childs got together and made the Art Baker Show.
This show was so good they had to send me to a different page. Really? I don't know why they listed it there. Yeah, let me get to it because I'm not too good at math. Okay, I'm almost there. Yeah, send me to another page. It must have changed his name. The price didn't think of that. There it goes. All right. Well, you know what? The show must have not had a very good name, so I changed it to You Asked For It. Okay, makes sense now. 1950 through 1959. Okay, when the series premiered on the Dumont Television Network, it was named The Art Baker Show after its creator and host. The title was changed on April 13th, 1951 to the more descriptive You Asked For It. The format of the show was very simple. Viewers asked to send in a postcard describing something they wanted to see, and the program staff made every attempt to provide it. I think we're going to do something like that.
Art Baker, Schaefer says, Art Baker also did Truth or Consequences.
Thank you for that, Art Baker.
Bill, he ate his Wheaties, man.
Bill knows. Hey, Bill's in the know about all that stuff out there in California. That's why we listen to him. We got a lot of good sources going on here. We got Mark. We got last week Heather was helping us out. We got Bill from California.
We have lots of friends.
We have lots of more. Yes. We have Tom from the that keeps everything running at the Brunswick area television. The format of the show, okay, I told you what. For almost a decade, it thrived, taking viewers into the vault at Fort Knox, bringing to them strange people with unusual talents. We never left. Showing them $1 million in $1 bills and almost anything else they wanted to see, okay? Jack Smith later replaced Art Baker as host when the program moved. Although You Asked For It is mostly associated with this format, it was anticipated by a nearly identical program called I'd Like to See. So somebody stole the idea. See that? Jack Smith also hosted the syndicated version in the 70s, which continued in production on an erratic basis until 1977. And then Rich Little came on, and he was a host for a while. But Jack Smith was still in hand to narrate clips from the older versions. And his assistant, Jane Kennedy, narrated the news stories. And that was You Asked For It.
Cute.
Jane Kennedy was cute.
Yeah. Bill Schaefer says You Asked For It, sponsored by Skippy Peanut Butter.
Skippy Peanut Butter. Thank you very much. That sticks to the roof of your mouth.
Yeah. That's what they say.
All right.
Well,
is that enough? You guys want more? What do you want?
We got a pretty good show. We're coming up on the hour time frame.
We're coming up on the hour time frame. All right. So, anything exciting happen to you this week, my friend?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Just kind of laying low, are you?
Yeah, I'm laying low.
We did shoot some new shows earlier this week, so got a lot of cool new movies coming at you down the pike. I'm going to post some of them, upcoming shows on Facebook, so you guys will get excited, okay? Make sure you watch us, New York 48, okay? New York 48 is taking off 5 nights a week. The Monster Channel are in doubleheaders, and all your friends are on the Monster Channels. Those are in the Roku. Also, Kingler Television online, okay? Speak Out Minneapolis on the Infinity Cable. We're on in Minneapolis.
It'd be cool to see people from Minneapolis start watching this show.
That's right. Oh yeah, we got to get the word out down there. We need to send an advertisement and watch our show on Facebook. Speak Out Minneapolis. We're spreading like a virus, okay? And there ain't no cure. You're not going to stop us. We're going to go from state to state, one time at a time, maybe even out of the country. We don't know.
Okay.
We don't know. Maybe even to California if Bill Schaefer finds us a spot. Bill, use some of your connections. Get your boy's show on there. I know you know everybody out there.
No.
Call somebody. Right?
All right.
Get us on KTLA. The former home of Vampira. We need to be on there. KTLA. This is KTLA. I think.
Never mind.
I think. Anyways, boom. I'm going to let Denny take the reins.
I take the reins.
Try not to wreck us. I'm going to go over.
I'm not going to wreck us. Be careful getting out behind the...
yeah, I know.
You really don't know how close it is over there, man. Us big boys here got to really suck in our gut to
wish
get in and
the,
out of the set.
This underground studio is about 5 foot wide.
Yeah, everybody. I'm going to echo Bill Schaefer. He says, have a great weekend, everybody. Saying the same. Hey, for us Cleveland folks, go Guardians. You guys can do it. We're hoping you can. So, Buckeyes, we won't talk about any other teams. So, everybody have a great weekend. Check our show out this Saturday. Always something new for you. Our YouTube page on TMM Pods. So, everybody, y'all take care.
Yeah, I forgot to talk about that. TMM Pods live Saturday night. Watch Facebook. We'll let you know what it's going to be. Thank you, Denny. Forgot about that.
You're welcome. You're
okay.
welcome.
Say bye-bye.
Okay, everybody. Bye-bye, everybody.